What you see here is the map of Antarctica, Earth's southernmost continent. This continent holds 90% of Earth's ice, and that too in an area that's just under 1.5 times the size of the US. This continent is physically dominated by the vast Antarctic ice sheet. This polar desert undoubtedly hides a plethora of terrifying secrets, and with the melting of its ice, all of its concealed secrecy is now being revealed. Here, the ice stretches and reaches an average thickness of 1.2 miles. There have been numerous explorations, and these explorations have paved the way to unveil unimaginable wonders in this place we call the White Continent. Antarctica has consistent weather, unlike other continents, with most of the days being cold, windy, and dry. This aspect has added to the continent's overall mystique. Well, just beneath the continent's thick ice sheet, a plethora of life forms have thrived for several millions of years, just waiting to be discovered. In this video, we introduce you to some of the frightening things Russia discovered in Antarctica, which continues to terrify the entire world. With that being said, let's begin.
Antarctica, a composite portrait of a continent which has challenged man since first he could sail beyond the limits of his horizon.
The Antarctic continent is surrounded by frozen seas. The south, the bottom of the world, is considerably colder than the top of the world.
Missions to study the weird wonders of the amazing Antarctic.
For the sum of Antarctica's secrets is but one piece in the greater puzzle that challenges man on all corners of the universe.
Quite deep below Antarctica's ice sheet exists an extraordinary ecosystem that escaped the gaze of all for a long time. A team of researchers from New Zealand stumbled upon an incredible discovery: an underground river hidden below the Antarctic ice shelf. The researchers aimed to study the impact of climate change on Antarctica's melting ice shelf and its associated ecosystems, but they soon diverted from their aim as they stumbled upon something that seemed to be mind-blowing. They came across this discovery with the help of advanced drilling techniques and a specially designed camera. The camera helps them reveal a spellbinding sight of hundreds of amphipods. Right before this discovery, there were satellite images that hinted at the presence of an under-ice estuary close to the edge of the ice shelf. Well, with the researchers being excited by the possibility of exploring this hidden world of Antarctica, they drilled through the 1,640 feet of ice with the help of a specialized hot water drilling system. This discovery led them to know about the abundance of living crustaceans in the area, eventually indicating the existence of an active marine ecosystem in the Antarctic region. The researchers went forward with their expedition as they planned to gather water samples to study the nutrients and other essential factors. They observed that the water column located within the underground river was divided into separate layers that flowed in different directions. This is a common phenomenon in aquatic environments and is caused by variations in temperature and salt content. In the East Antarctic, researchers set on an expedition to recover a misplaced data logger. Well, most discoveries are accidental, and this one's no different, as this aim of recovering a misplaced data logger led them to discover something breathtaking beneath the ice-covered surface. It was a hidden tropical coral reef that spanned vast stretches beneath miles of ice. This vibrant ecosystem teemed with marine creatures which have adapted to the chilling waters of Antarctica. With Antarctica's weather being both icy and snowy, it is indeed really surprising how life has found its way to exist in the form of fungi. These organisms have somehow adapted to the extreme conditions of this continent by making use of the shelter provided by the ice. A plethora of species of Antarctic fungi have been discovered, and all of them possess a remarkable ability that helps them to thrive in cold environments. They have adapted their metabolic processes, and this adaptation would help them to function at temperatures below 0 degrees Celsius. These organisms can survive in the absence of other plant and animal life. Some of these species have been reported to exhibit accelerated growth rates at lower temperatures as compared to higher temperatures. What's intriguing is that these fungi also possess impressive water efficiency. Certain species can grow on dry ground and do not perish due to the lack of moisture. What happens instead of this is that they adapt by slowing down their movements until the arrival of spring. Well, the surprises do not end here, as scientists have observed a specific type of fungi that feeds on petroleum leakage from fuel containers used by explorers. Now, this fascinating finding has sparked the idea of exploring the potential of these fungi in cleaning up larger oil spills worldwide. Through studying the fungi's unique abilities, scientists could one day uncover methods to effectively use them for environmental restoration purposes. The Nazis were a great symbol of tyranny, oppression, and racism. The existence of a Nazi base in Antarctica has sparked controversy for several decades. This controversy has fueled numerous theories, starting from extraterrestrial involvement to secretive government projects. Well, recent research has helped us know intriguing details about this site, and this has led to revealing a tale that can be described to be more than captivating. The base is called Noumea Station 3 and is located in the West Antarctic Peninsula. This region is an incredibly cold one, and it turns out that this is one of the coldest places on Earth. The temperatures of this region drop to negative 50 degrees Fahrenheit and is devoid of any vegetation. During the Second World War, the Nazis constructed a permanent base in Antarctica and kept the existence of this base hidden from the outside world. Only after the Nazis went down, the Allied forces stumbled upon this covert. Antarctica is home to a diverse number of whale species which are considered to be rare. The notable species found in Antarctica are the orcas and blue whales. Orcas are often referred to as killer whales, and these creatures have gotten this name due to their predatory nature. Blue whales are giant creatures and sustain themselves by consuming minuscule shrimp-like organisms called krill. Blue whales are magnificent creatures with massive mouths equipped with sharp teeth. These characteristics help them engulf their prey as a whole. A group of Russian scientists experienced a frightening event after they drilled through thick ice in Antarctica. They encountered a monstrous squid that has 14 terrifying tentacles. This brutal creature seemed to have possessed a bloodthirsty nature, as it killed several researchers by tearing them apart and devouring them. The squid was reported to have the ability to release toxic venom into the water, which would eventually lead to paralyzing its prey. This is Organism 46b, a monstrous squid that people fear to speak of. In Antarctica's Seymour Island, a fossilized egg was unearthed, and this discovery led to a glimpse into the ancient world that once existed. This egg is regarded to be one of the most astounding discoveries in the White Continent, and it's equivalent in size to a deflated American football. This egg dates back to a staggering 66 million years, and it's the first ever egg found in Antarctica, and even holds the position as being the second largest on record. As per scientific analysis, this fossilized egg once belonged to a colossal sea lizard or snake that coexisted with the dinosaurs. This egg is regarded to be an extraordinary specimen and now dwells in Chile's National Museum of Natural History. This egg represents the largest soft-shell egg ever found on the planet, and its poorly mineralized shell further supports the initial hypothesis that it once housed a prehistoric reptile. When researchers had set out to study the ice shift in Antarctica, they came across something that astounded them: a singing glacier. You heard that right. The Ross Ice Shelf constantly produces a melodic sound. The Ross Ice Shelf is known as the largest shelf in Antarctica, with a size that's comparable to that of France. Surprisingly, this ice shelf emits a melody, and this phenomenon takes place due to the interaction between the wind blowing across the snow dunes. The dune surface creates vibrations, and this results in continuous seismic tones. Though these sounds are inaudible to the human ear, scientists have set up seismic sensors to listen to the tunes. They've described the melodies to be exceptionally sorrowful and melancholic, which again adds to the overall sense of terror. The discovery of this occurred when researchers utilized seismic sensors to investigate other behaviors. Scientists have found that the song changes along with the environment. Now the stability and vulnerability of the ice shelf is monitored with the help of this melody generated. They also track the song to check out for any potential collapse when the music transforms into a discordant tune. So, what do you think about the frightening discoveries made in Antarctica? And which one among these terrified you the most? If you enjoyed this video, then don't forget to like, share, and subscribe so that we can entertain you with more exciting videos.